Well, every 80 seconds, heart disease will take the life of another woman. The silent killer is the leading cause of death in females right now, and that's why all month long the American Heart Association is going red for women. So joining me now to talk about heart health is survivor Melanie Baldwin and Adriana Quince with Macys. Good morning, you guys. How are you?
Good morning. Very well.
I'm glad you guys are able to join me because this is a cause I feel very passionate about, because women, we don't realize how susceptible we are to heart disease. It is the #1 killer in women right now. Melanie, you are a survivor.
Yeah, it's so sad because I don't think women realize that this is what they should be focusing on. They think of so many other things, and if you don't know what your enemy is, you don't know how to fight it. And taking care of yourself and not smoking and exercising. I've had 5 open heart surgeries. I'm on my 5th pacemaker, and some of that's not my fault because it's birth defect, but I don't want to make the situation worse.
And not making the situation worse does require you to just take care of yourself.
Exactly.
And these are things women can do all the time, daily. What are just those tips of how you can protect yourself a little bit better?
Well, you have to put yourself first. We take care of everybody else and we forget about us. So we make sure everybody else eats right, we make sure they exercise, we make sure all those things, but we have to look at ourselves and how are we. We're usually the core of the family, and we tend to be the ones that get taken care of least. So I think we have to take time for ourselves. Definitely. And we have to remember and plan for the long term, not just the end of next week.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got to plan for the long term, because you don't want to be at the end of the day in the hospital or something like that where you can't be there for your family, you know. Adriana, you are with Macys.
Correct.
Let's talk about, you guys have had that partnership since 2004, you were telling me?
Correct. So since 2004, Macys has raised over $65 million to go towards the Go Red Women movement and to raise money for research to help fund a cure and just to keep this movement going.
And there's going to be a big luncheon later on this month, February 15th at the Mandarin. You guys are putting on a big fashion show?
We do. We sponsor the luncheon every single year, and it's really exciting. We continue to sell the red dress pins, so customers can come in, wear red, they can buy the pin, and we continue to sponsor because we do want to raise awareness for this very important cause.
Yeah, it is very important. What's that luncheon going to be like for people?
Oh, it's pretty exciting.
It really raises awareness. It's a lot of fun. It's very exciting. They do a wellness fair, and it really just brings awareness and what's available to everyone in the community, and that's what really is the best part, I think, because it's so community driven, and that Macys can be a part of the community and that we know what's happening and keeping that going. Yeah,
and the big thing is definitely just getting the awareness out there.
Yeah, it's a great place to network and to meet other survivors that go. I volunteer every year and show people to their tables. I spoke a couple of years ago. We all do our part, no matter what it is. 80% of the deaths can be prevented if we just take control of our lives. That's the good news.
That's a huge number, and it is great news to know that this can be prevented. Just taking care of yourself is all that it requires.
Exactly.
Well, I love the red dresses, ladies. I love that. Whereas if you are a woman, wear red as much as possible throughout February. I agree. It builds awareness on this subject. And if you want to go to the Big Luncheon, it will be on February 15th at the Mandarin. For more information, just go to www.goredforwomen.org. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today, and stay with us, you guys.
Thank you.